EDA techniques or exploratory techniques. Once the technical process is, validation process is completed, then move to modeling. While you're building a model, check the correlation, check the scatter plot, check the matrix, check the R square, adjust the R square, T value, F value, NO value, collinearity, standardization. So many things are available. After doing this, do the model diagnostics. For improving the model, optimizing the model. What parameters are using for model diagnostics? The Durbin-Watson, VIF, collinearity, eigenvalues, some other techniques. So many list of the techniques are there. Then best fit model will come, or optimized model will come, followed by the stepwise backward, forward, automatic, dummy, transformed regression. This is all the training data. We are doing this all process for training data. Once the system taken training, you should check how it is validating. The validation techniques are MAPE, APE, kappa statistics, cross validation, AIC, BIC. Those are all machine learning techniques. The functions, which is available in Python, which is available in R, which is available in SAS. Every tool it is available. In every tool it is available, but you should know what is the content. The universal has two data, structured, unstructured. Structured is majority data is fact values and numbers 0 to 9, and unstructured data A to Z characters. So this process for analyzing predicting the numerical data, analyzing the numerical data, forecasting the numerical data. Now the second process is green color, same process, but the techniques are different. Association, discrimination, chi-square, p-value, probit values, binary values, Kroc-Snell, and model diagnostics are Wald chi-square, Hamanso chi-square, Nagul-Karke chi-square, pseudo R-square. Then you can do best fit model followed by stepwise backward, forward, dummy. That is the predicting of the character data. Character data means either nominal data, ordinal data, binary data. Good customer, bad customer. Normal patient or abnormal patient. Risk and no risk. Fault and defaulters. Fraudulent and non-fraudulent. Who will buy? Buyers, non-buyers. Those are all the target variables. The machine learning techniques are applying for all this predicting of those targets. In HR company, who is going to be resigned the next month? Predict who will be resigning. Such kind of data we are applying logistics regression, that is a categorical data, which is called classification functions. Classification models. The previous slide is functional models. This is the classification models. Now the machine learning has three types: functional model, classification model, and forecasting model. Forecasting model is a time series. Functional model is regression. Classification model is logistics regression. So today our task is fulfilling these things with different kind of tools, which is SAS, R, SPSS, Python. Okay, we are going to implement these techniques. Before implementing, you should know how to validate the data. What is the validation techniques? What is the validation techniques? The validation techniques, I'm showing once again. Yesterday we did a small experiments on the sample data. So we are continuing with this one. You can follow this one. Measure of distributions, relative locations, and detecting outliers. And 5-number summary, which is a box plot. Association between the two variables. Adding numerical measurements to the improve effectiveness of your data, which we completed yesterday. I opened a Ratel, we did all the data, EDA part, summary part, and some quality part. I will show it again once again. Then the distribution parts. Z-score. empirical rules, detecting outliers. Why this four? For improving your data quality. That is called EDA. The business analyst is doing analysis, the data scientist is doing validation. The techniques are same as it is techniques. That is a statistical mathematical techniques. So depends upon the shape of the data, you can understand whether it is a good data or bad data. Once you know that it's a bad data, you are repairing through outliers proceeding. So how to identify? Check the skewness. The skewness is x minus x bar by standard deviation whole cube. When the data exceeded plus or minus 0.80, it's outlier. We did yesterday. The skewness 0, the data looks like this, it's good data. The skewness is 0.3, it's going for the little, it's called right skew. This data is good data. This is also good data. Then when it's becoming bad data, whichever is exceeded plus or minus 0.80, that is the bad data as per norms. This is bad data because the skewness is exceeded 1.25. At the same time, left skewed, right skewed, it is also bad data because it's exceeded 0.94. 0.94. The Z score is for overall data validation. Overall data validation. Sorry, skewness is overall data validation. Z score is individual data validation. Individual. That is x minus x bar by standard deviation. If it is a 2, 95%. If it is a 3, 99%. If it is a 1, 68%, which is called 6 sigma levels. 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. Which means the histogram should follow like this. If it's not following, it can follow skewness. It can follow kurtosis. It can follow right skewed. It can follow left skewed, but should not exceed the limitations. Whenever it's exceeded limitations, you have to stop it, do the validation, repair it, go back and build the models. Okay. Outlier detection. Box plot is one of the technique for finding outliers. The data value exceeded plus or minus 3, you consider it is an outlier, which is 99% sigma level. If the Z score is exceeded plus or minus 2, it is also outlier. It is also outlier. Consider that data is a bad data. Finally, the standardized data converting into zero values, which is normalization. Now the guys, if you want to apply any deep learning techniques, the data must be standardization, normalization, and scale that it's a rescaling the data. Without doing that, impossible to apply neural network and deep learning techniques. Example, now I'm doing one project. This is the project. I'm closing this. I will go for some business data. I will go for one particular data. See, case study. Bank case study I'm taking. Yesterday, I took this data. Yet at a time, how to find out the data quality. Now I want to predict who is becoming a defaulters followed by this one. This is your target variable. The rest of all are independent variables. Rest of all are independent variables. Suppose if I want to apply deep learning, ANN, CNN, RNN, the direct data is not suitable. The direct data is not suitable. You have to convert into normalization, standardization, and uh, and scaling methodology. Then only you can apply. So what is the normalization? What is the standardization techniques? There is some crucial techniques. Day 3 notes. So for every modeling, before modeling, you have to do data validation. Data validation. PCA, one validation techniques. KNN, one validation techniques. Z-score, one validation technique. Z-score, one validation technique. And normalization, one standardization techniques. These 4 techniques are crucially important for building any machine learning model. What is the formula for the PCA? Covariance of X value into X value plus covariance of X1 value into X2 value plus C covariance of X n value into X n value, which is similar to regression. What is the KNN? KNN is Euclidean distance. SQRT, square root of D1 minus D2 whole square plus D1 minus D3 whole square, like Dn minus Dk whole square. It's becoming normalization. Then Z-score is X minus X bar by standard deviation. Z-score grand mean plus grand deviation by Z-score is equal to this one. Then the min-max method. The min-max method is X minus minimum by range. Those are all the data standardization methods. After doing all these steps, you can apply deep learning. Please, professors, everybody, be alert. Directly we are importing the data, you are applying the techniques, you never get the proper result. Your model is going to be failed. Apply these techniques. Then later on, you can convert into any data standard. You can convert into, you can go for any modeling, deep learning or machine learning and all. This is coming under validation part. Come to Google Colab. Google Colab. Google Colab is one more platform for machine learning. It is a TensorFlow is there. I will show one real data how it looks. I will show one real data how it Google Colab. I'm showing the Python. I'm showing unsupervised learning data. I'm going to show unsupervised learning data. The standardization is reducing the variance. It's customizing vacuums. Zoom my screen. Huh? Yes. Now, look at this. It's loading. This is the loading. One data we are taken. We are applying min-max techniques. Import pre-processing. Apply these techniques. Your data is becoming normalization like this. That is called a data transformation. Take a principal component, convert this data into rescaling, then apply the model. Then take a standardization, convert this data into scaling. Now your data is becoming quality data, good data. How? It looks like this. The original data looks like this. The transformed data looks like this. So whatever the transformation you're applying, the transformation data is suitable for applying any machine learning models. Okay. In this short period, still it's loading. Please wait few seconds. Meanwhile, this is one famous software for operational research and data science. I will open the data. The same, whatever I opened bank data, I'm going to open the same data. Whatever the data case study which I shared to you, the same bank data available here. It's a JMP tool. Minimize. You see what unsupervised learning process. The original data, there is a large vacuum. There is a large vacuum. This much distance is there. After standardization, it's becoming like this. After min-max, it's becoming like this. After normalization, it becomes like this. This is the best one. This is the second best one. The robustic method also given reducing. So the raw data you should not apply. Convert this raw data into transformed data, that is data standardization. For doing all this, you should know the techniques. The min-max scale is x minus minimum by range. What is this? It's a mathematics statistics. For the normalization, x minus x bar by standard deviation of grand mean by standard deviation is called normalization. This is scalar. This is maybe regression formula. Like we have standardization techniques, min-max techniques, normalization techniques. Once you applied these techniques like this, Google it, search it, apply it. If you're not applying this one, your model is failed. Min-max library, install it, take the data. This is the original data. This original data converted into scale data. It looks like this. This data is a suitable data to apply any ML techniques, DL techniques. That is the modeling points. And apply min-max method. And apply PCA method. Apply the standardization. And apply other transformation like a PCA techniques. Then go for modeling after preparing it. Now close it. How to apply these techniques for your large scale of the data? 3 data sets I'm opening. The same bank data. Same bank data I'm opening in SPSS, R and other Python tool. I'm going to take this data, case study, logistics, and bank data. Now open your Ratel also. Your Ratel also I opened, and one more tool, Commander, RCMDR. Today is a big challenging for me. JMP tool, the same data. SPSS, the same data. And R Ratel, desktop, and in desktop, BV, IT, case study, bank data, complete, bank data, I'm selecting. Okay, now the data also available. And one more, I'm minimizing. Don't confuse multiple tools I opened. RCMDR, data, import, text data, bank data, comma values, reading as NA, go back, BVRIT, case study, same bank data, I'm accessing. 1 hour, 5 tools, 1 model. It takes minimum 1 month time to cope up all this one. Why? Why should I take 1 month time? It's a within 1 hour we can finish it. See, already I accessed data, the code generated. Otherwise, we have tried code like this: bank data, read dot, table, path name, and all. System automatically created. Select, I want to create one more data, that is BVIT. Just select it, right click, run it. BVIT data also created. 2 data sets I created. 2 data sets created. Of course, sorry, it's not created. Bank data, Data 1 bank created, data 2 BK. Right click, submit. If something is wrong, it's not creating. I will go for the next level. I will show later on. See, the bank data looks like this. Same variables. Same. I'm showing the same variables. Now, SAS JMP, I'm showing the same variables. I will open one more powerful tool, SAS E-miner. SAS E-miner, 6 tools. You enjoy it. Whatever the tool, but inside algorithms are same. Now we are saying it's a machine learning algorithms. That's it. Now the SAS E-miner is a powerful commercial tool. I'm creating a new product, new project, BVIT. S/. Run it. Where is the, open it. Now the first day, CRISP model we started. The CRISP model contains the CRISP model, the CRISP DM, CRISP process. If you remember the beginning day, we followed this one with what is the SEMMA? What is the SEMMA? The SEMMA means, S means sample, E means explore, M means modify, M means model, A means assess. Come to R, explore, modify, model, evaluate it. And come to another tool like a SPSS, access the data, validate the data, apply the model. Then go to JMP, this tool, analyze, distribution, model, regression, multivariate, principal component, and survival analysis and all. Now this I want to increase the screen size. View. Sorry, unable to increase the size. Okay, so please adjust this one. Please bear me. Okay, now this is the sample, this is the explorer, this is the modify, this is the model, this is the SS. If you look at the model, decision tree, neural network, decision tree, regression, data mining, neural network, regression, and other model validations. You see, this is the steps. Come down, first easy tool, come to this tool, go to analysis, take a descriptive, apply statistics, take all the variables, all the numerical variables, select it, save a standardization, run it, your entire the data converting into rescaling. This is complete Z-score information. This is complete Z-score information. All the variables converted into standardization. What is the formula inside? X minus X bar by standard deviation. This is one of the data validation techniques. I'm copying this data, paste into day nodes. This is the data standardization for the large data. This is not original data. Now check it back, do it validation. How the second variable, how the third variable, how the fourth variable, how the fifth variable, how the 10th variable, how all this one. Some variables are good, some variables are bad, some variables are good one. It is skewed data. This data is suitable for applying neural network. This is called Z-score. This is called Z-score. Go to Rattle. Back to here. For making normality. Log transformation, natural log transformation, or else principal component. Okay. So before that, you should know how to export the data. While you're building a model, you have to do all these steps. You do it in R. How to do it in R? Select this, come to summary or distribution. Do you remember yesterday we did all this process? Sir, can you reminding me? Anybody? Any? We did or not this one? Can anybody can speak up? We did a histogram box plot for some of the variables. Can you reminding me? Srinivas garu, Srinivas sir, any faculty member?
Sir.
Yesterday we showed some box plots now.
Yes, yes.
Now I'm skipping that part.
Okay.
It's waste of time redoing again.
Yes,
So this
yes.
is my task. This is my task.
Yeah.
I want to predict this data. I want to apply the neural network. If it's a neural network with its number of hidden layers, direct data I should not apply. I should not apply the direct data. Which is the suitable data? This is the suitable data. Transformed data is suitable. Then only you will get the appropriate result. Okay. Come to one technique, each tool. But ultimately anything you can do, any tool. Now I will apply PCA using by the RCMDR. Come to the bank data, analyze dimension reduction, principal component. Principal component. Select all the variables. Come to here, add the variables to your data set, run it. I want to add 32 variables. Now the 32 variables, I can able to see here that data transformation is done. That is called PCA. It's done, completed. How I did a data transformation quickly. Why should you write a programming? Why should you waste of your time? What is the coding for this step? What is the R coding for this step? If you are a Funda programmer, it takes 1 day time. But within seconds we did. See what is the code? PCA tilde variable 1 plus variable 2 plus variable 3, 4, 5, 6, all the variables you're adding. The components You are making a standard deviation square to standard deviation square to which you are underestimating the statistics, which you are underestimating the mathematics, because without the statistics, without the standard deviation square root, you can't take a principal component, you can't take a variances. So that is the covariance of the matrix. So like PCA scores for all the variables we generated, this is the PCA data. This is the PCA data. Now this PCA data is suitable for applying neural network. I'm talking about the deep learning only. I will do the regression models. That's different. So now I created a suitable data for this variable. Come to the SPSS. SPSS I created Z score. I don't want to use the Z score. I want to go for the PCA here also. Analyze, dimension reduction, take all the variables, whatever the variables you want, take all the variables. See, it's not allowing all the data because some of the data is a characters. It's not converted into matrix. What I told yesterday, the data converted into matrix format. Matrix, the age variable not considering. The age variable, it's not allowing. Why? Because it's not converted into characters. It's not converted into numbers, matrix. Now extract it, covariance again. Covariance again. Do you remember what is the covariance? The first day, back to here, in our presentation, clearly I demonstrated. Clearly we demonstrated. It is not a Brahma Padardham, it is not a rocket science, it's a common sense, just hard work. Find out the appropriate subject. Quickly you can understand. This is what I'm explaining it right now. The variance, the variance. This is also variance, this is also variance. That is ultimate deep learning objective. Now, back to here. Principal component. Come down. Rotated matrix. Where very max means variation maximization. Variance. The variance is the square root of the standard deviation. In R, I showed clearly this program. What is this? Square root of this one. Square of this one. Back to here. And scores. Save as a regression score. That is a coefficient formula. Run it. You got some of the variables. The variables are 1, 2, 3. The 30 variables are becoming 20. That's called dimension reduction. Instead of using 30 variables, these 3 variables are suitable. These 3 variables are suitable. Now, I'm going to open one more tool, that is Veka. One more tool, which is Veka. 6th tool, I think. 6th or 7th tool. Come to here. Come to here. Take the data. Your 5th day data, I'm taking. Your 5th day data, BVRIT, real case, 5th case study, cancer data, I'm taking. Take the cancer data. The cancer data looks like this. I want to predict what is the cancer stage. This is the 8 levels, 10 levels I want to predict. This is the variables. 512 variables are there. This 512 variables I want to predict. For predicting, this is not a standardized data. This data should converting into normalization. How? Come to here, filters, unsupervised, attributes, PCA is there. Attributes, PCA is there. Right. Please participants, PCA is there. Numerical normalization is there. Min-max method is there. So many techniques are available. As per the suitable techniques, you can follow this one. Already it takes half an hour time to converting my 512 variables into PCA. Already we did this analysis long back. I'm showing the long back what I did. 2015 I did this one. Now the entire 500 variables are becoming 59. The 59 variables is exactly following distribution. Why we are making a normalization? For making of the normal distribution. If the data is not following distribution, the data is not suitable. This data is suitable for applying machine learnings. Now I'm minimizing this. Close this. Minimize. Back to your R. Back to your R. Now the bank data is available. Statistics, after data reduction, go for the model. Which model? Linear model. Or else come back to data mining. This data, we did EDA. You applied a transformation, testing, you applied a transformation, then go for the modeling. It is also linear regression. Okay. So whatever SPSS data, of course it's closed, unfortunately. It's closed. Whatever SPSS, open it. How the practice is important, but many people are doing time wasting with their writing their programmings. So if you're writing a programming, your skills may be improved, not for your business solution. Giving programming automatically now. It is giving automatic. So now open the SPSS. After doing validation, come to model, select the model, run the model. You come to R, open the commander, select the data, fit the model, run the regression. Come to Rattle, select it, run it. Go to JMP, select the data, analyze it, modeling, run it. Neural network, run it. Come to enterprise guide, access the data, build a model. Now run the model, build the model. Okay. Wherever it is, regression. Wherever you go, to complete following up the regression. This is we need. This is we need to understand the complete regression. I'm using one body fat data for this case study. This regression. I'm using body fat, and this regression, logistics regression, I'm using bank fraud data. But neural network and other techniques, cancer data I'm taking these 3 days. Okay. Close this. I want to apply this process. For applying this process, before you should know the EDA techniques. The TDA techniques already we started discussing. Already we started. What we need? No audio? Is it audible, Srinivas Garu?
As far as it is audible, what about the participants?
Yes. So now, for building all your machine learning models, before you should know the mathematics, you should know the statistics. Why? For making normality of the data, for making standardization of the data. It's called scrubbing the data, wrangling the data, imputation of the data. PCA method, standardization method, normalization method, min-max method, many ways are available. This is the standardization. Half an hour back, I stopped it. Half an hour after, I'm coming back to this one again. So before modeling, you should know how to detect the variable. You should know check how the data validation. For during the validation, you have to follow some more techniques, box plot. One person or all people? So Srinivas sir, somebody sending messages, no audio. Please cross verify.
Now it's okay, sir. It's audience.
Okay.
Participant, it is audible. Please type in chat your responses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, you can continue, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now the 5-number summary also you can find out the outliers, that is a box plot. But the large data, avoid the box plot. It's one technique. For the large data, data standardization, data principal component. So as finding the association of the between the two variables, correlation is important, covariance is important, correlation coefficient is important. That is coming under descriptive statistics again. So this session, what I'm saying, how the impact of statistics, mathematics, please guys, you should understand. Without this, you don't try for the machine learning, deep learning. Successful operation you can do, but your patient cannot survive. Your students cannot survive. The long run, they should give the appropriate result for the end user. That is the most important of statistics and mathematics. Old language I'm using. So the variance, the correlation, the coefficients, and variance maximization, all are required for data validation, which I showed previously. Example, covariance. Why this one? The covariance is a measure of the linear association between the two variables. The principal component has hundreds of the variable to variable, internal consistency, correlation is important. That is called covariance. The covariance is deriving from the statistics and mean only. Which is a plus, is a positive, which is a minus, it's a negative. The negative values are indicating negative relation, the positives are indicating positive relation. The principal component is internal correlation calculation. What is the formula? You see it now. X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar by N minus 1 if it is a sample. If it is a population, capital N. Small n is a permutation combination formula. For doing multiple iterations, you are doing all this one. Ultimately, don't neglect the covariance. Okay. Then correlation coefficients. Then correlation coefficients. Standard deviation of X and Y by standard deviation of X, standard deviation of Y. For how to calculate for the numbers data standard deviation? Through proportionates, through binomial distribution, through Poisson distribution, through hypergeometric distribution. So how to calculate the correlation for the numbers data? X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar by X minus X bar by whole square by N minus 1. That's for the characters, numbers. What about the characters? The characters is a to Z. You can't take a mean. You can't take a deviation. Then how? Calculate the proportionates, probabilities. If it's a binary data, Apply the binomial distribution, Poisson distribution, hypergeometric distribution. Through the Poisson distributions and hypergeometric distributions and binomial distributions, you can calculate the variance. The variance make a square, it's becoming a deviation. Again, your story beginning with your course, your life is starting with mean, deviation, ending also with mean and deviation. That is the, again, strongest correlation, weakest correlation. Strongest and weakest correlation. Example. I'm going to take this data. This data I'm showing. Now come down. I will show one more case study. We have beautiful case studies. Why 10th class people are depressing, anxiety, why people are suiciding, why people are becoming antisocial element persons. I did one project for Dr. Pattabhiram, psychiatric doctors group of the people. See, those are all the patient names. Anita, Anasuya, Sridevi, Harish, Bhavana, Muhammad Ilyas, those are all intermediate, very crack age. People are attempting suicides. Psychic, not study well. Why? Lack of mobiles, lack of environments, lack of mother education, religion, employment to parents' employment, the type of the families. Those are all the causes. Now this data converted into matrix. This is the score of panic disorder, generalized disorder, separate anxiety disorder, school avoiding disorder. Sir, this is school avoiding disorder significantly. Now the people are school orders disorder means if the people are going for the school, they're suffering with the headache and stomachache. When they're going to school, they're getting stomachache and headache. Monday to Friday only they're getting headache and stomachache, but Saturday, Sunday, they never get any headache. It's kind of depression. What is the root cause? What is the relation of this variable? Analyze correlation by variate, V-A-R-I-A-T-E again, by variate. The variate is again mathematics, statistics link up. Using this bivariate for all these variables, click it, you can see amazing correlationship of your data. Too much correlation. You see now, there is a, in this case, 58%, 58 is there. For whom? Social anxiety and social anxiety, this one. There is 58, 58, 58, 58, 58. I missed it. Okay. This is for separate anxiety. And gender. The gender, either male or female, suffering with separate anxiety disorder, either male or female. This is SPSS. Chalo, we did a correlation. If it is a large data, if it is a big data, how can you do? What you can do? This is too many variables. Come down, explore it. Same correlation. What is the formula of the correlation? X minus X bar. X, what is the correlation? Now the correlation formula. I'm unable to write a mouse. Can you give me the access to me? Please, not able to write a, I'm unable to write it. Please, technical person. Okay. X minus X bar, Y minus Y bar by X minus X bar whole square by N minus 1. This is the deviation. This is the mean. This is the average of the mean. Again, the story is starting from here. how can you do the visualization with this data? How it is helping for the big data analyst or a data scientist? Click on it, go for this. You will get a correlation, looks like this. If it's a large data, how can you understand this one? The blue color is positive correlation, the red color is negative correlations. So this variables versus this variables, there is a negative correlation. This means this variables in entire the data set versus this variables has positive correlation. It's a visual impact. Just visualization using this one. What is the algorithm behind of this? X minus X bar by standard deviation of X. What about this one? For every color, there is a calculation. The calculation is a R square. Sorry, R relation. The relation is again statistics and mathematical content only. Mathematical content only. Like you can do correlation. You can do visualization. Come to US top tools. This is US top tools. Now you know the histogram, you know the box plot. Yesterday we did. How this tool is doing? Analyze it. JMP tool. Take a two variables. Take a 2-3 variables. Select it. Run it. You got the result like this. You got the result like this. You got the result like this. This is the outliers. There is outliers. Select all these outliers and make a color of these outliers. I'm making color of these outliers. Come back to your original data. Whatever the outliers are there, the blue colors are assigned, which means your original data, you're hiding those variables. Then you can go for model buildings later. You see it again. It is saying the percentiles, mean, mode, median. If you want more and more calculations, you can go for more movements. The more movements are kurtosis, skewness, CB, variance, and all. Those are all helping to validating your data. Those are all helping your validating of your data. Now I'm closing this tool. Still, my eMiner is live. Come down. There is a data science map. In Google, you can find out data science, roadmap of the data science. Data science. One professor, some Swaminathan or some professor is given this one. View this one, you can understand what is this one. See, the first statistics is most important, that is, which is the 10%. You can apply the mean, mode, median. For applying the mean, mode, median, you have to install the package. In that package, you should know how to understand the functions, manipulations, subsets, reading, raw data, frames, list, factors, arrays, matrix, vectors, variables, expressions, R setup, Python, SPSS, rapid miner. The green color is a statistical part. Sorry, the green color is a tool part. The blue color is a statistics. What is the statistics? The statistics are histogram, exploited data analysis, probability, Bayes theorem, random variable, cumulative distribution, skewness, ANOVA, hypothesis, p-value, chi-square, and all. Correlations, Pearson correlation, Euclidean distance. Then you are eligible for machine learning. You should not go for the machine learning directly. Then you're eligible for machine learning. In machine learning, categorical data, numerical data, summarized data, and supervised data, unsupervised data, predictions, classifications, decision tree, bagging, and all. Then if you are coming to the next version, it's irrelevant. Data ingestion, data munging, data scrubbing, pimples removing by scrubbing. Your face will be smoothening using by the scrubbing. It's called a data scrubbing. You see it now. Data scrubbing, data normalization, dimension detection, unbiased estimation, future extraction, denoising. What I did? Principal component. What I did all this for data cleaning process, for applying the ML techniques, for applying text mining techniques, for applying deep learning techniques. So that is the power of the EDA subject. Whenever you know this, it's carry forward into your ML subject, machine learning subject. Okay. Now, back to this one. Pearson correlations, covariance, you can understand. Those are all indirectly we are using for this purpose. After that, modeling. The modelings are functional, classification, forecasting. You can use RNN forecasting. The functional models are regression. The classification models are regression. The forecasting models are time series. The deep learning techniques are CNN, RNN, CNN, ANN, RNN. For applying all this above three. For applying all above three only. Okay. So, come to here. Srinivas, sir, anybody is there? Anybody, one person can interact with me? Anyone?
Hello?
Srinivas, sir, can you interact with me?
Yes, sir.
So now, this is my target variable. I want to predict good customer, bad customer. The good customer, bad customer is a character data. Which algorithm is suitable? Logistics regression is suitable. If it's numbers data, regression is suitable. Now, in SPSS, go to the analysis, regression, which is independent variables. Select it. Options. Lamsar Hamanso. Select it. Save. Probabilities. Lose it. Unstandardized. Categories. Some categories data is there. Now run it. Your model is executed. What is the model accuracy? The model accuracy 94.6%, 51, 25, 11, 595, which is a confusion matrix. Now the model result is this one. You should know what is this one. Now come to R. Come to R. Open it. Now I'm fixing my target variable is good. Come to the model, logistics, same logistics selected. Run it. The same result I got. The chi-square is there. ANOVA is there. Variance is there. Covariance is there. pseudo R score is there, and chi-square values are there. Now come to model implementation, model accuracy, just a minute, model accuracy, linear model, run it, model is executed, confusion matrix, run it, 51, 25, 5.4, which means 94.6. What about this? It is also 94.6. Both are the same now. When I build a model in R, the result would be the same. If I build a model in SPSS, the result would be the same. If you build a model in any tool like a SAS, this is a highly demanded tool. It's a highly demanded tool. I will do the simulation. You can understand how the simulation is happening. Now click on it. Take a source data. Server I have to connect. I'm connecting with the server, my real-time server. Connect with server. My data is available in IMS. Now take the same bank data. Now I'm extracting the data from the real-time server. Now the data is available into my data science tool. Go next, finish it. Now my data is available here. So when your data is available, create a new project. This is BVIT project. Click on it. Take a sample. This is the sample. Split the data. Split into 80% is my training, 20% is my validation. 80% is training, 20% is my validation. Now even in R also the same thing, SAS also the same thing, everywhere it is the same thing. Connect the node with data partition. Population data splitting into two parts, that is the SEMMA beginning. Then go for Explorer, EDA. This is statistical exploration. This is summary exploration. For which data? Sample data. Again connect this node and connect this node to your data. Sorry, we should not follow this. This is not right. Then apply. Oh my God, sorry. It's a sample data. Split the data. $70, 15 is my validation, 15 is my testing. Click it, add the partition. Whatever the sample you have to explore it now. Explore it. That is exploration. This is the summarization. Right click to the node exploration, to the node multivariation. So now this sample after validation, go for the model. Which model? Regression model. Which model? Neural network model. Which model? Decision tree model. Which decision? Again, which regression? Logistics regression. Now this data we are applying regression, you are applying neural network, you are applying, sorry, I don't want to go for the neural network. I want to go for decision tree. Remove it, apply regression, then go for decision tree, go for another decision tree. This software for 10 members users, 20 lakhs client is charging. decision tree, and decision tree, then model SS. Then model SS. The model SS is looks like this. Sorry. This is model SS. The model SS, this one. Now, how you are connecting the model SS? You are doing for 1, 2, 3, 4 models. This is the entire process of one semester syllabus. It's one semester syllabus. Now, beginning, what to do? Update it and see the variable. Declare the good variable is your binary variable. Okay, na? Binary variable. Select all these variables, some of the variables, and click on it. You see what's happening. You see it now. What is the power of the tool? Quick. It's a very actionable data. You can take decision followed by this one. Good customers, bad customers. Good customers, bad customers. Good customers, bad customers. Like you can do validation. Once the validation is done, come to the regression. Same logistics regression. Decision tree algorithm. One more decision tree, one more algorithm. Then later on, you can do model validation. Now, I'm saving this one. Save this diagram as a BVIT. Save it. Close it. Close it. I'm stopping my server. Now, same bank data, SPSS I did a model. Same bank data, or I build a model. The same bank data, Wake also I can build a model. So Wake also you can build a model. Tool can be anything. Algorithm is the same. You can do it in Python also. Directly I will share the Python code. You can understand it. Okay, na? So that is the today's session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your patience. I will continue the same session tomorrow. Wherever I stopped, I'm going to start the session tomorrow by this place, this same bank data itself only.
Okay. Venkatraj, can you take some question answers?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I thought yesterday I sent a link also.
Yeah.
Please give me the rating, feedback, then ask the question. It is easy to me for answering those questions. So guys, once again, of course, instead of if the 300 members are there, if the time is not sufficient, maybe at least today night I can do the reply also.
Yeah. Participants, do you have any questions? Please ask.
Please. Yeah, meanwhile you can ask me the questions. So please come to here, like somebody yesterday given most relevant new. Shivakumar is given answer. Today you can ask me the question also. We will reply for your question. Like we can give reply. It's the best option. Okay, na? Of course, if you want to give any answers for next also after finishing our session also, that is the best way. Ready-made I can give answers for all the participants. Okay. So anyway, I'm sending this link to all. Please give the review. After the review, ask me the questions. I will give answers of all the participants. Meanwhile, if any urgent questions are there, you can ask me the questions. And Srinivas sir, I'm sending this case studies.
Yes.
Okay, na? I'm going to send this case studies. You can send to your
Groups.
participants.
Yeah. Please share it, sir. We'll send.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please. Questions, please.
Anybody have any questions?
Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Sir, actually, you have a good knowledge, sir. Amazing, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, what is the difference between the mean covariance correlation, sir?
Sorry?
Sir Venkatrao sir, can you switch on your video?
Okay. Video processing. Oh, my video is there. Yes. I stopped my video. Are you able to see video?
Now we can switch on.
Okay. Now, please ask me the questions.
Venkat sir, can you hear me? Venkat sir?
Venkat, are you able to hear?
Can you hear me?
Srinivas sir.
Yeah. Participant is asking question.
Nobody is asking question.
Venkat sir?
If nobody is asking question, only
Venkat sir?
2 points. Either nobody is understanding, either everybody is understanding.
No. Somebody is asking question, Venkat.
Venkat sir?
I should know if everybody is understanding or nobody is understanding.
Venkat sir, can you
Should know
hear me?
your opinion at least.
Sir, we
Anyway,
understand, sir. Sir, we understood
Srinivas
all
sir?
these things, sir.
Take any questions.
Venkat sir, can you hear me?
Compose of BVRIT.
Sir, good evening.
The bank data I'm sending.
Excellent session, sir. Venkat sir?
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
I'm sending to all. Srinivas garu, please
Yeah.
find out.
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
Day 3. Study material.
Venkat, somebody is asking questions. Can you answer?
Venkat sir, can you hear me?
Anyway, thank you. Thank you very much.
Venkat,
See you tomorrow by same time. Thank
Venkat,
you very much for all. Thank you. Srinivas garu, can I wind up the session?
yeah. Somebody is asking question. Can you answer them?
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
Not audible to him.
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
Venkat sir, can you hear me?
Any questions, please? Srinivas sir, can I have your mail ID?
Mail ID.
Sir Venkat sir, one of the participant wants to interact with you. Are you hearing, sir?
Venkat sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, Vijay sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you asked the question.
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
Component analysis.
Yeah, myself Vijay. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Srinivas garu?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, what is the use of PCA?
What is the?
Use of PCA. PCA.
PCA is a dimension reduction.
Okay.
It's a dimension reduction. Why it is? Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I will show one tricky case study, tricky presentation.
Okay.
You can understand. Suppose
Fine.
you are doing face smiley analysis.
Okay.
You're doing image analysis.
Fine.
This is,
Yeah.
of course, it's available in SAS Corporation, this material.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Suppose dimension reduction principal component are the same.
Okay.
It's for the linear transformation of the data and correlation for doing data cleaning and data validation of these techniques. Dimension reduction for
Fine.
visualization outlier treatment. Okay.
Yeah.
Suppose this is the picture. I want
Yes.
to analyze like 1 lakh pictures like this. Okay.
Yes.
1 lakh
Mhm.
pictures. When I'm converting each picture to RGB data,
Yeah.
2448 goes into 264 observations, 8 billion numbers, like 1
Yes.
lakh. It is very big data, na?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
1% data I'm taking, the picture is blur. You can't
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
At least 75% of the maximum variance, which is the 5% data, either 5% data, 100% data, both are same. So
Okay.
instead of original picture, go for this picture. For picking the random data, the dimension reduction is helping. If you have the 1000 variables are becoming 50, 60, or 100 variables.
Okay, sir.
Principal component analysis is like just like a Dharmavaram Kanchipattu sari. If you open it, it is 5 meters. If you close it, it's 1 meter. Not 1 meter. 9 feet by 3 inches or 4 inches.
Okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yeah.
That is the simple meaning of principal component analysis.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is like a sari. If you fold it, it looks like this is dimension
Yes, sir.
into 100 dimension. The 20 into 100 dimensions converting into 3 into 7 dimension. That's it. The data reduction.
Okay.
Okay, na? Any other
Yes, sir.
questions?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Any other participants wants to interact? Okay, sir, Venkat sir.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Sir Venkat sir, this is Vijay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Sir, very much thanks to you and the organizer team, sir. It's very interesting and exciting session, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vijay.
The past 1 year, I'm checking for my PhD topics.
Okay.
Can you give me a few points to search in my Springer journals for this
Definitely.
data science, sir? At least,
Yes, I
because
will
I want to
help
start
you
my research.
because Dr. Srinivas sir requested. I can't say no to him. I know very well. Professor Srinivas requested. I can't escape from the Professor Srinivas. Don't say thanks to me. Everybody has to say thanks to Dr. Srinivas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1,000 thanks to him. you are like a enlightenment to us, right?
He is
So
dominated.
So much. You have given a simple explanation, layman explanation, easy to understand.
Thank
This is
you.
how teachers has to teach, right?
Yes.
So that much complex they have to reduce
Thank you, sir.
and easily understand.
Yes. Why,
Thanks
sir?
a lot, sir. Thank you.
Because when I'm
And
going
can you?
for the,
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I told
so when I'm going for the corporate companies and individual trainings, even I'm giving individual trainings. Almost all 80 batches we completed as on time. So people are fear about the data science. They are feeling it's rocket science. I requested many people, sir, it's not a big task. It's very simple. Just patience. If you're watching a movie, you're waiting for until climax. You wait it, enjoy it. Don't think initially you will get everything. Slow and steady win the race. The data scientist is a experimental subject, enjoyable subject. Your 10th class to BTech, every key point is available in your academic subject only. It's not a new subject. It's old subject only.
Okay, sir. What are the current topics can we choose for this PhD, sir? Research
Sorry?
topics. Current research topics or
Okay.
the machine learning algorithms. Which can you give some guidance? No.
Yeah, definitely. Please, because in this 5 minutes we can't help you. So definitely I will
Okay.
help you because I did almost 80 PhD thesis writing. Still, I'm doing 2 PhDs for Sikkim assistant professor, maybe media. They're
Okay.
submitting on PhD. Definitely, Dr. Srinivasa will help you. Please interact
Yeah,
with him.
how can I reach you, sir?
So,
Okay, Venkat.
Ah.
We'll take. Thank you very much, participants. If any questions
Yes,
are there,
sir,
you
sir.
can.
Thank you, sir.
please
Next
inform
line.
with them. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you very
na?
much. Tomorrow's
Okay.
session will be started at sharp 3 o'clock. Thank you very much, all the participants. Thank you, Venkat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, we are